Alright, today is May 23rd, 2018. I thought I'd come on here and just do a little update. Last time I talked about my story of how I found out I had PCOS and how me and my husband have been trying for almost a year to conceive, and I talked about the beginning of June I go into the doctor to talk about like fertility options if I'm not pregnant by then. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, I will link it below or I'll put it in the suggestion thing, either or. Alright, so since I went into the doctor and they put me on Prevera the last time when I got my period, which was like April, end of April, I've been tracking my ovulation just by taking my temperature every morning, because they say like the basal temperature or whatever. So I do it every morning before I do anything. I pee and then I like take my temperature. That's what I do. And I have noticed that my temperature hasn't spiked like it's supposed to when you ovulate. So it's been 97 point something like every day. There's been a few days where it was like 98, but I don't know if that is considered ovulating or what. I'm not positive how that works. So if any of you who are like pro basal temperature ovulation people, let me know below. Like if it goes up 1 point, is that ovulating, or does it have to go up like a lot? Like does it have to really jump to ovulate? Because let me get my phone here and let me see. Let's see. Like I know it's like every day it's been like 97 something. And from when I had my last period, Maisie, quit. From when I had my last period, and it's like whatever 10 days that it's supposed to, you're supposed to ovulate after your cycle. It just wasn't, it wasn't that time. Okay, so here's like my chart. So hopefully that is working here. So you can see, when was that? These ones right here, those were like 98. And then it was like 90, it wasn't even 98. It was 97 point, probably like 0.9, so it wasn't even 98. And here is November 27th, which I wasn't tracking my ovulation then, and April to April 25th. So yeah, I started April 2nd, it looks like, and that's kind of what it looks like. Hopefully that is, you can read the numbers. So that was April, because that's when I started tracking it. And this is April 25th through May 24th. I know there's a few days I skipped, and I haven't been doing it lately, but that's what it looks like. So anybody that has done this, can you like look at those charts and tell me, like, did it look like I ovulated? Because from what I've read, it's like it would spike, you know, like you were having, like your temperature spikes. And it hasn't done that. It's like 97 something, like pretty much every day. So that was a very long explanation, but from my findings of not spiking, I don't think I ovulate, which I didn't know that was a thing for people who have PCOS until I kind of realized I wasn't ovulating, so I was researching it. So it looks like us girls that have PCOS, sometimes we don't ovulate, which I guess would make sense because we don't get our period normally. So when we don't get our period, then we don't ovulate. And that would explain why it's hard for us to get pregnant. I guess I researched PCOS, what it is, you know, but I didn't research it thoroughly, I guess, until now. So that sucks. If I don't ovulate, that sucks. I know there's medication that, you know, helps your follicles grow, and hopefully it drops your egg and all that, which that's probably something I'm going to have to do if this is the case that I don't ovulate. But how do the doctors really figure that out? I guess this video is kind of just like questions I have, and hoping somebody watches this video and somebody that has gone through all this can help me get answers. Because I'm kind of like, do I ovulate? Do I not ovulate? Am I going to have to be on medication? How does that work? Is there success stories with that? Things like that. I've been watching videos here on YouTube of people who don't ovulate. I know there's one that I found. Oh gosh, I can't remember her name. I want to say it's like Bethany. Maybe I could be completely wrong, but I will link her video in my description box. I've been watching her, and she has PCOS and was having problems getting pregnant too, and she didn't ovulate, so she had to go on like a medication. So she did the Provera to get her period, and then she had to like go in to like get an ultrasound to like see, like once she started her period, it was like the second day of her period, she had to go in and get like an internal ultrasound, which then they can look to see if there's follicles or there's eggs or something. I can't remember why, but there's a reason for it, that they go in and then they say, yep, go ahead and take your medication, which is the medication that helps you ovulate, so it helps your follicles grow. I know there's Clomid, but I'm pretty sure she took the other one. I think it's called Femera, something like that. But I've heard Clomid is like has really bad side effects, but there's like another one that does the same thing that has less side effects, and I'm pretty sure that's the one she took. Anyways, it ended up working because then she had to go in and she actually had an IUI. So she had to go in and she had 2 follicles that grew, and then her husband had to like do his part, and then they kind of just did the IUI. And it ended up working because she's pregnant right now. So I know there is medications and all that, but I'm hoping that there's other options than like an IUI. Like if you've ever had this issue or you've heard of this, please comment below, because I'm like looking for any pretty much success other than an IUI, so I kind of can get my hopes up. I know I'm like freaking out more than I should, because like I don't even know if I'm ovulating right, and if I am, then there's something else. But yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. My husband is still gone at work. For those of you that don't know, he works out of state during the summer months. So he's usually gone for at least a month, if not more, at a time. And then he's usually home like 2 weeks, and then he's gone. But the good thing about this work season for him, I will be actually able to travel to the East Coast with him. So I'm going to be living in Massachusetts from June until August, and so we'll be able to see each other a lot more, and trying to conceive, that's a very important thing. So that's the good thing about this year. Yeah, but usually I only see him for like 2 weeks at a time, then he's gone, and then whatever. But yeah, he comes home May 31st, so next Thursday. And then we have our doctor's appointment June 4th, because I moved it up, because June 4th is my 35 days if I haven't got my period. Oh, I had something on my chin. That's nice. June 4th is my 35 days since my last cycle. According to my phone, like a normal period, come on, easy. My normal period should come tomorrow, but from what I'm feeling, I don't feel crampy. I don't feel like I'm going to get my period, because usually I can tell the day before that I'm going to get it. That would be awesome if it came naturally, but I haven't had a natural period since I went off birth control. So yeah, June 4th is my 35 days, so I moved my doctor's appointment to that day. So if I don't get my period, my doctor will probably prescribe me Provera, and then I'm going to bring up the whole ovulation thing. If she can figure out if I'm ovulating, I don't know if they can. I'm sure they can. I'm sure they can do an ultrasound of some sort to like figure out. I'm guessing, but I don't know. And I'm just going to talk about pills or what our next steps are for fertility. So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, I started taking Vitex because when I was researching about this ovulation thing and PCOS and not getting your cycle and all that, I kept seeing Vitex, and it's like a plant, you know, it's a natural herb that grows out of the ground that helps. Whatever, I'm gonna get the bottle so I can tell you guys. Sorry if it's really dark. Okay, here's the bottle. This is what it is. Vitex Plus. And this is obviously the plant or whatever that it is. Alright, so it's a chaste tree berry extract, and these are 650 milligrams. It increases progesterone, promotes hormone balance, and boosts reproductive health. Okay. And on the back here it says Vitex Plus is a natural herb which can promote hormone balance and reproductive health in women. Taken as a dietary supplement, Vitex Plus works with your body to help improve a variety of related female factors. So right here in the green are the things that it helps with, other than the ones that I said on the front. So it boosts progesterone, like it said in the front. It regulates cycle, it improves your mood, promotes hormone balance, boosts reproductive health, combat PMS symptoms, and improve libido. I have no idea what that is. That one on the bottom. Come on. I don't know. It's not focusing, but it's Libido. Libido. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what that is. But anyways, I take one of these in the morning and one of these after I eat, so in the evening. I got this right off Amazon. I will, if I can find it, I will link it in the description box. There's other videos about Vitex on here on YouTube that can explain it in more detail. Pretty much I made this video with a whole bunch of questions. Questions for any of the viewers that are watching this video. You know, if you have PCOS, did you ovulate on your own or did you not? If you didn't, what are things that you did? Did you have to go on medication like Clomid or that other one, Femera, I think it is? Was it successful? You know, just please just tell me anything. Like, as of how I'm feeling about all this, I'm fine, I guess. It's kind of a lot of questions, I suppose. Like, I'm not like crying about it or anything, or I'm not like emotional about it, just because I think I kind of just found out I had PCOS not too long ago, and after checking my ovulation, I'm kind of figuring out that I don't know if I ovulate on my own. So it's kind of a lot of information and stuff that I have in my head. I think I'm not like upset that I'm like not getting pregnant, because obviously my husband's gone and there's kind of no way to get pregnant when he's gone. So that part of it, I don't think, obviously I'm not getting emotional about that part, because I know I'm not pregnant because he's been gone. So I think if I was like doing all this and like trying to get pregnant and taking a test every week or something like that, then it would be like kind of a more emotional, which I don't think. I'm not that type of person to sit there and take a pregnancy test every week. I take one every like 4 weeks. I put it on my period app thing that I took a test if it's negative, which every single one has been negative. And then I say, okay, in 4 weeks I'm going to take another one, because I did that for a long time because I never got my period, so I never knew like, oh, I'm late or whatever. So I never did all that because I didn't get my period, so I had nothing to go off of other than weeks. So yeah, I took a pregnancy test and an ovulation strip test. When was that? Probably Friday. This last Friday. So whatever, like 4 or 5 days ago. And they were both negative, which the ovulation strip tests are so confusing to me. I mean, there was 2 lines, but they weren't the same color. So I don't know. I used to take them all the time when I first got them. I got like a thing on Amazon, and it had like 50 ovulation tests and like 20 pregnancy tests, and they're just like the strip ones. I can show you the box here in a second. But when I first got it, because it comes with this like sheet, and I would like tape all my strip tests, and like every single one had like 2 lines, and they were pretty close in color. So I was always like, oh, I'm ovulating. But obviously I wasn't, because I didn't get pregnant. I don't know. They're so confusing. So I just wanted to take one to see like if it was the same story. And yeah, it was the same story. It was pretty much almost the same color, but not really. And it pretty much has always been like that, so I'll show you the box here. It's probably not like the best one to get, but here's the box. This is the one. I got it. I'll show you what the inside is. It comes with, yeah, like these are the pregnancy tests, and it's like a strip one. Yeah, so here is like the sheet. I ripped them all off because, yeah. But I literally like took them every single day, as you can see there, and I taped them all there. I ripped them all off, obviously, because they were old and whatever. And here are like the ovulation ones. So these are the ovulation ones. And these are the pregnancy ones. Yeah. You pee in these little cups and you dip them in there. And yeah. So they're just like little strips. But I don't know if they... Oh, the ovulation ones are just so hard to tell. I know, like, like the ones at Walmart or whatever that has the digital smiley face, those ones are probably like the best ones, but they're so expensive. And for someone who, you know, has no idea when they're ovulating because they don't get their period normally or naturally, it's like, do you even want to waste that money? I don't know. Lots of questions, I guess. So, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to just update and like document. Just kind of. So, I will, like I said, you after my doctor's appointment and kind of tell you what she said and what my plan is and all that. So I will see you in June. All right, bye.